Edward, tell us about yourself. Did you know you wanted to go into gambling when you were 10?
I knew you were going to ask me that. No. Beat me to it. I was always sports mad, actually, so I was keen to do something around sport. And like both of these guys, I was sort of an engineer by sort of interest and training. And when we set it up at the end of the 90s, even more so than today, if you didn't have a .com idea, I think people thought there was something slightly wrong with you. And it was just born out of getting frustrated with betting in the sort of traditional way, and suddenly realizing that there was a much better way to do it. In actual fact, the odds that were given to you were always going to be given by other people, and you didn't need to have someone in the middle. So we just basically cut out the middleman, cut out the bookmaker, and sort of disintermediate.
Which is to say, basically turning betting into a marketplace,
Exactly.
Just like a financial instrument is in a marketplace.
Well, I'd love to say we were incredibly innovative, but obviously people have been doing this in the financial markets for years. And the key for us was that we suddenly had a technology that allowed us to go, to millions of people and put them all together at once. And I think when I really realized this was an exciting idea was I thought to myself, this would always have appealed, but we could never do it until today. And it was that enabling part of the technology that got us really excited.
Got it. And I know your company acquired TV Guide in the United States, a television guide system from Macrovision in 2009. How much do acquisitions factor into an innovation strategy? Is it possible to acquire innovation?
I think it is. I think it's possible to acquire talent and people. TVG is a great company. That wasn't why we bought TVG. But I think outsourcing your innovation, I think, is something that we've discovered. And we did that really by finding, almost accidentally to begin with, lots of people out there who were going to build applications to plug into our exchange. At the end of the day, what we wanted was to have the busiest exchange with the most amount of business and volume going through it. And we suddenly found that there were lots of people who were out there building their own applications to do that. And of course, it becomes self-sustaining.
I guess in that sense, you're just as happy being wholesale rather than retail.
Absolutely.
People might not even have to have heard of Betfair in order for you to be winning.
Absolutely. I mean, the key for us is being the guardian of that biggest and most active pool of activity.
Naveen, is the same thing true for Foursquare?
I think so. I think one of the things you'll hear, not just from us, but from a lot of other startups, is that the team, the people are what really determine the future of the company, the value of the company, and the kind of ideas you come up with. Everybody has ideas, right? Everyone in the room could have thought of anything like Twitter or Facebook or all this stuff. People always talk about that. People always say, oh yeah, I thought of that a long time ago. I did that in '85. But the thing that gets it off the ground, the thing that makes it really big is a really great team.
But more specifically, would you be happy with Foursquare as kind of a wholesale instrumentality? And I'm checking in, but I don't know anything about Foursquare, but when I check in, that data is somehow flowing through your servers. Are you happy?
Yeah, definitely. So we position ourselves not just as an application where people can come and use all the tools and software that we design, but also as a platform. So a platform that enables us to open up our data and our methods and our functionality to other people that want to build more interesting things on top of the service. So things that we may not have time to build, things that we may not be interested in building. We're not interested in building, let's say, a dating service. So other people could come and use the rich data that's constantly, being built upon to go build their own experience and to build the kinds of things that they want to see in the world. We're totally open to that.
Got it.
Yep.